Welcome to Midnight Case Files investigates the unsolved murder of Rhonda Hinson. On a cold December night in 1981, a 19-year-old woman was driving home in Burke County, North Carolina. She never made it inside her front door. More than 4 decades later, her murder remains unsolved, and the people who loved her are still waiting for answers. Rhonda Hinson was a recent high school graduate with a bright future ahead of her. Friends and family remember her as athletic, kind, and endlessly warm. Someone who seemed to know everyone and always carried a smile. She had just started working at a local steel company and was beginning the next chapter of her life. On the evening of December 22nd, Rhonda got ready to attend her company's Christmas party at a lodge in Hickory. She planned to go with friends, not her boyfriend, and intended to stay the night at a friend's house afterward. Before leaving home, her parents walked her to the car, exchanging what would unknowingly become their final words. After the party, Rhonda stopped by a friend's home as planned. Sometime after midnight, she decided to leave and drive the short distance back to her parents' house. It was a route she knew well, less than a mile from where she would ultimately be found. Around 12:55 a.m., a couple sitting in a car near Mineral Springs Mountain Road reported hearing a single gunshot. Roughly 20 minutes earlier, Rhonda had left her friend's house. At some point during that drive, a bullet was fired into her vehicle from behind. Investigators later determined that the bullet entered through the trunk, struck a metal support, passed through the back seats, and struck Rhonda in the back, piercing her heart. She died instantly. Her car left the road and ended up in a ditch. When authorities arrived, they found the engine still running, the lights on, and the driver's door open. The vehicle was in neutral. A significant amount of blood was found inside, and Rhonda's body was located outside the car, raising disturbing questions about what happened in the moments after the shot was fired. Back at home, Rhonda's parents were growing increasingly uneasy. She usually called to let them know when she was on her way back. This time, the call never came. Her mother later said she woke up with a deep sense of dread, a feeling she couldn't shake. By 3 a.m., their worst fear was confirmed. Their daughter was gone. In the years that followed, investigators spent thousands of hours on the case, but critical mistakes early on would haunt the investigation. Physical evidence was mishandled or lost. Key items from the car were discarded. Fingerprints disappeared. Photos were taken improperly, some not at all. A later internal report would state that the loss of evidence made it nearly impossible to determine critical details, such as the shooter's position or whether the attack was planned. Without that information, leads stalled. No suspect has ever been publicly named. No motive has been definitively identified. The rifle used in the shooting was never recovered, and no shell casing was found at the scene. Despite the setbacks, Rhonda's family never stopped pushing for answers. They have spoken publicly about their grief, not just for the daughter they lost, but for the life she never had the chance to live. Now, more than 40 years later, law enforcement says the case is still open. A combined reward totaling nearly $95,000 is being offered for information that leads to an arrest and conviction. Investigators believe someone, somewhere, knows what happened that night. For Rhonda's parents, time has not dulled the pain, only deepened the unanswered questions. Someone pulled the trigger. someone knows the truth. And until that truth comes out, the murder of Rhonda Hinson remains one of Burke County's most haunting unsolved cases. Anyone with information can call the sheriff's office at 8-287-649-549. Tips can also be submitted to the Burke County Sheriff's Office app on the Rhonda Hinson tab on the app.